All right, man. So this is kind of how this trade worked out for me. I kind of looked at what you did. I don't have the times you did it on, so I really can't show you. But the only thing I'm gonna guess, because I remember nobody got in when me and Luigi were in, but it doesn't really matter. Everybody trades differently. But sometimes, like I like to trade, man, in the afternoon on some patterns, or I like to trade in the morning on some patterns. But it all varies, and it varies by the price action, whatever. That just comes with experience. But what happened here, man, on LPTN? All right, bro. At least this is what I did. So the stock opens, right? So what I do when the stock market opens is I label solid numbers before the stock's even there. So I labeled three approximately there because my platform doesn't do it. Some of you guys might have a platform that does it. I mean, mine does, but it's not good. So I just cleared it out and then I do it myself. So this is what I did, man. Stock market opened on this 1 minute candle. These are all 1 minute candles. So I went ahead and labeled the three and the four, right? There you go. And there's that. That kind of just shows me the solid numbers. And I also drew 350 right in here. That kind of just helps me figure things out. So I'm going to go ahead and make this solid, right? So I do this on most stocks, dude, when they open, because my platform is a little bit different than some of you guys. Some of you guys might get lucky, and that shit kind of just displays for you, like in grid lines. Okay, so I got that. So you look at the 1 minute. I never do anything for about the first 5 minutes, depending on some patterns. But you can see the stock market opened. It failed to stay above 350. Failed to stay above that line. All right, so to me that was bearish, right? Doesn't mean it always works. Sometimes it could go ahead and spike above this, whatever. So this time it decided to go down below 350. I was like, all right, I'll hold around 3. I might get in. Well, the buying pressure, man, was stronger, so it didn't get to 3, which was an indicator to me that maybe this has some interest, right? People were picking up before the hold number. So I don't draw Fibonacci or anything, man. I just go off price movement and naked charts. All right. So it didn't touch 3, and it kind of came back here strong. You got nice volume. All right. And then you get a nice breakout, new high of day. Within like 8 minutes of trading, you get a new high of day, which is pretty impressive, all right? So this thing kind of goes off, and it dill-doddles, whatever, near $4. It doesn't touch it, though, man. So that's a big, big thing for me. So what I'm looking for here is a $4 touch, and I'm looking for a pullback. I'm like, it didn't hit 4, and I think it's got the power to go. So go ahead, and it pulls back. Now, this is interesting, and I don't want you guys or whoever to look at just the moving averages. It played the moving averages great on the 13-day moving average. Here's the 13-day blue line, 13-day, right? So it held that. But what's more important to me is that previous breakout right here. It held that previous breakout, and previous breakouts become support, man. So you want to buy at that previous support, which was identified right here at 9:40 a.m. You got a new support. And then it went ahead and held right here with a doji. So I bought off this doji, bro. Like 800 shares, whatever. Can't fucking remember. I had 1,600 total. But I started to get in right here. And then I go ahead and it spikes up because people noticed it held that previous support. And as I was saying all in here, I was like, look for that $4 touch. That $4 touch held support, went ahead, spiked up, and I got out on that spike. Now, what I think you may have done, man, is you identified, man, I got a nice runner here. I'll get in on the pullback, which is smart, man. Sometimes it could. Like, it could have held this support right here and then held it again and ran, but it just didn't. Usually that, when supports are tested again and again, they get weaker, and that's what happened. And the fact that it fell the second time touching support is bad. That means there's weak interest, right? So I didn't get back in. And a lot of times when you get these spikes, these hard spikes in the morning, you kind of do get this fade. And I used to always get trapped in buying in on these fades, man. I'd be like, oh, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I found I get a lot more profitable if I could get in on this morning action when all the traders are around. Sometimes I will play this kind of fading away action, but not that much. All right, so I think what you may have done was try to play this late day or afternoon fade. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, you could have made money, man, but It's tough. It's tough. And just to show you how accurate my support line is here, bro. Look right here, man. Right around 940. Remember I told you that support that was made? Look at this. I drew it right there. Look at that. Rejected, right? One time rejected. Boom. Look right here, man. Exactly to the T. It came back to that line and rejected. You know, so I don't know if you may have gone long here. I don't know, because it looks like it's going to break out. Like, if I take this away, bro, look at that. It looks so ready for a breakout, you know? I mean, it looks like it's going to run, and then it just doesn't. So I try to play these morning spikes, and I try not to get too caught up in this fade, because usually it's kind of like, it's kind of more of a gamble, man. You really don't have the odds in your favor, at least to me. So that's what I did. Hopefully that makes sense, man. I don't know, because it's everybody trades differently, so it's kind of hard to show you my mindset versus what your mindset might have been. But I'm going to upload this, man, because it was a fun play, so hopefully it makes sense for you, dude.